Curly top virus (CTV) is a common and destructive virus affecting tomatoes, transmitted by the beet leafhopper. Infected plants can exhibit symptoms such as curled, twisted, or stunted leaves, yellowing, purpling of veins, and stunted growth. Unfortunately, once a plant is infected, there is no cure for the virus. However, you can manage and prevent the spread of curly top virus through a few steps. How to treat curly top virus in tomatoes. There's nothing better than the delicious taste and satisfaction of homegrown tomatoes. So it can be really upsetting if you notice that your plants seem to be struggling to thrive. If your tomato plants stop growing and the leaves, it could be a sign that they're infected with curly top virus. It's a disease spread by insects called leafhoppers, and it usually means your tomato plant is toast. But there are a few things you can do to eradicate the virus and prevent it from taking hold in your garden. Method 2. Preventing curly top virus. Point 1. Select virus-free tomato transplants. Inspect any tomato transplants you plan to grow in your garden. Look for the characteristic curled, leathery leaves that indicate that it may have curly top virus. Choose healthy transplants to avoid introducing the virus to your garden and potentially infecting other plants. Since the virus is spread by leafhoppers, it's possible that you'll see healthy and infected transplants right next to each other when you purchase them. But that doesn't mean the healthy plants have been contaminated. If you're unsure if a transplant has the virus, better to err on the side of caution and avoid choosing it. 2. Choose a resistant tomato variety to minimize the risk of the virus. There are 4 tomato cultivars that are more resistant to the curly top virus: Colombian, Rosa, Salad Master, and Ropac. Look for one of these varieties whenever you're selecting tomato plants for your garden to help reduce the chance that they'll contract the virus. Resistant varieties may not be completely immune to the virus, but may be able to tolerate it better. Check out your local nursery or look online to see if you can find virus-resistant cultivars you can plant. 3. Plant your tomatoes close together to prevent curly top. Space your transplants closely together whenever you plant them in the ground to encourage dense plant growth. Dense plant spacing can help prevent the curly top virus. Dense plant spacing is called double planting. Double planting may result in smaller and fewer tomatoes, but you'll have a better chance of preventing curly top virus. 4. Place netted cages over young tomato plants to keep leafhoppers away. Netted cages, also known as tomato cages, help protect immature plants after they're planted. Choose netted cages with smaller holes to help prevent leafhoppers from getting in and cover your young tomato plants to keep them safe from the virus. When the plants are mature, remove the netted cages. The netted cages can provide some shade as well, which can help deter leafhoppers from getting onto your young plants. 5. Cover your tomato plants with shade cloth. Shade cloth is usually made out of loosely woven polyester material and is designed to partially block the sun and provide shade to your plants. Hang the cloth over your mature tomato plants so they're shaded, which can help keep leafhoppers from getting onto them and infecting them with the virus. Leafhoppers prefer to eat in sunny locations, so shade can be an effective way to deter them from your plants. Shade cloth is also designed to be permeable so water can go through them. 6. Spray insecticide once a week to keep out the virus. Because the curly top virus is spread by leafhoppers, controlling the pests in your garden can be an effective way to prevent it from infecting your tomato plants. Apply an insecticide to your garden weekly to control your leafhopper population. Make your own natural insecticide for a more environmentally friendly option. Spraying insecticides onto your tomato plants to get rid of leafhoppers isn't an effective strategy because leafhoppers usually just land, eat, and then move on. However, regularly applying insecticide to the area can reduce the number of leafhoppers that could potentially land on your plants. Tips: check on your plants often. If you notice the leaves start to curl and don't seem to be growing, it can be a sign that they're infected with curly top virus.